Hey everybody, thanks for joining today. We are going to make chicken verde poblanos. We're gonna take chicken breasts, we're gonna put it on the smoker, smoke it for a little bit, 165. We're gonna shred it up. We're gonna combine some cheese, some rice, some sour cream, cilantro, a little bit of cumin. We're gonna put it all together and we're gonna stuff it in a poblano with some borracho beans on the side. Man, this is a good dish. Let's see how we do it. Let's go. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take 4 poblanos and we're gonna put them directly on the coals in order to blister them and go ahead and get them nice and soft so we can stuff that chicken mixture into it. So these have been on for about 5 minutes. We're gonna flip them over. They should be pretty blackened by now. We're also gonna throw this jalapeno on because it needs less time to cook than those poblanos. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, see? Yep, perfect. Nice and blackened. See, look at that. Oh yeah, hot. Just throw that jalapeno on there. Let that get a little soft too. Okay, see you back in about 5 minutes. Okay, everybody, it's been another 5 minutes. Let's take a look at these and see what they look like. Perfect. Jalapeno probably needs a little bit more. I'm gonna leave that guy in there for a little bit longer, but we're gonna go ahead and take those poblanos. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in a brown bag in order to let them sit there, and the humidity will make them fall apart where that skin comes right off. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna rub our chicken, and we're using 2 Gringos Chupacabra rub. It's a great rub. It's great, it's a seasonal, so you can use it on chicken, you can use it on pork. I prefer using it on chicken breasts. I'm gonna cut it pretty liberally here. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Then we're gonna take this chicken, we're just gonna throw it directly on the pit. We're gonna cook this to about 120, and then we're gonna throw it in some foil in order to keep the moisture in. Okay guys, let's get these Chupacabra rub chicken breasts on the pit. We've got the pit going at about 350, 375-ish. They should take about 15 minutes to get to 150, and then we're gonna wrap them in foil to keep all that moisture and juice in there so we can shred the chicken. Got a little chunk of applewood in there. I don't like to over smoke the chicken on this dish. It kind of takes away from the flavor of the poblano and the cheese and everything. There we go. We'll come back and look at them in about 10 minutes, probably flip them over. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. We're gonna take a look at this chicken and see what it looks like. We're also gonna take half an onion and kind of get it soft, so we're gonna throw it in there for the last part of the chicken cooking. Remember, we're not cooking this chicken fully. We just wanna be about 120 degrees. Oh yeah, looking perfect. Throw that onion on there. Yep. Got a little bit of nice color going to it. We're gonna come back in about 10 minutes, and it should be about 120, and we're gonna wrap it in some foil and let it cook to 165, then we're gonna shred it. Been about 10 minutes. They should be around 120 degrees. Let's take a look at them. Oh yeah, perfect. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna put some foil on here. So what's gonna do, it's gonna kind of baste itself in there. It'll be nice and juicy in the end so we can shred it up. There we go. Okay, so it's been another 10 minutes inside the foil. We should be about 165 degrees. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and change this onion around. Still want it to get a little bit softer than it is. Okay, let's take this off and see what it looks like. Take a look and see what it looks like. Oh, see all that steam? Look at all that juice. Oh, and that smell, that Chupacabra smells so good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this chicken cool off a little bit so that we can shred it in our bowl. We'll be doing that in just a couple seconds. We're gonna give it 5 minutes to rest or so, and that's gonna be, then we're gonna be shredding some chicken. Okay, so this chicken's done. It's cooled off for about 5 minutes. Now we can open it up, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, really good. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this chicken off, and all these juices are gonna go in this bowl. That is some good stuff right there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these chicken breasts, put them in this bowl, and we're just gonna shred them. See, that chicken's nice and moist. We're just gonna shred it up. We don't want it to be like 100% shredded. Still want some big chunks of chicken in there. Okay, so now we've got our chicken shredded. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna move this out of the way and we're gonna take these poblanos and we're gonna peel them. Oh yeah, see, look at those, they're perfect. Put it to the side, and that's where I'm gonna put my skins. So all I do is I just rub my hands down them. Get all that skin off there, just like that. Doesn't matter if it stays, a little bit stays on there, it'll still eat good. There we go, perfect. Perfect little container for your chicken. Just gonna lay them in here. That's where they're gonna cook on the egg. Okay, all 4 of them are skinned. Got them laying here in this pan. Jalapenos, you don't have to smoke the skin off or sear the skin off. I like to. I also find that when you're get a jalapeno and you get it hot and slow cook it like that, it will get a little bit hotter. So you have to kind of be careful. Spicier, not temperature hot, but spicier hot. Outer layer is a little overdone, or whatever. Just kind of soft. Be good, it'll have good smoky flavor to it. We're just gonna chop this onion up. It's a little hot, that's okay. Just your regular chop. Just dice it up. I mean, when I do it, I think about it myself. You know, how big of a bite do I want in my mouth? And try to make it about that size. And we're gonna add it to the chicken mixture. I'm gonna take this jalapeno seeds out so it's not as hot. Okay, so I'm gonna chop this jalapeno up the same way. Painting the mixture. Okay, so now we're gonna do the seasonings. Got a little bit of salt and pepper. You always gotta have a little bit of salt and pepper. Cilantro. Cilantro is, you know, you gotta have cilantro in your Mexican dishes. So about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. We got about a teaspoon or so cumin. Teaspoon or so of garlic powder. 1/4 cup of cheese. A whole cup of sour cream. Okay, so we're gonna just take this mixture, we're gonna mix it all together. Next is gonna be that green sauce. You can use any store-bought green sauce. I prefer to have it mild, probably about a cup or so. Kind of just use your best judgment. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. Yeah, that looks good. Come over here and let's take a look at this. And let's add a little bit more of this chupacabra rub. It's really good stuff. Put that in there, stir it up. Yeah, this is gonna be good. My mouth's actually watering because this, you should smell it. It just smells excellent. Okay, so there we go. Next, we're gonna stuff it in the peppers and then throw it on the pit. First, we're gonna put a layer of Spanish rice on top. We'll get to that in 1 second. Okay, so that's it. So we're ready. We've got our chicken mixture. We've got our poblanos that are seeded and peeled. And we got some Spanish rice. I like using just Uncle Ben's straight up in the bag. Easy, put in the microwave, Spanish rice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna layer it. We're gonna do a layer of rice on the bottom of these poblanos so that when you bite into it, you've got rice on the bottom, chicken in the middle, and cheese on top. Just top it with a little bit of cheese. That'll melt when it's in there in the pit. Oh yeah, can't forget. We're also gonna do a little drizzle of this salsa verde on top. Okay, let's go ahead and get these stuffed poblanos on the pit. Got chicken, cheese, green sauce, some chupacabra, all seasoning. Straight up, good stuff. Look at that, it's gonna be so good. That cheese is gonna melt. We're gonna put it on the pit. Pit's right about 375. We're gonna go in there for 15 to 20 minutes, take a look at it. And when it's all done, the cheese will be nice and melty. That green sauce, that chupacabra, that chicken and that cheese, oh, it's so good. Here we go, let's just throw it on there. That's all you have to do. Now we just have to wait. It's gonna be delicious. Look at these poblanos. I bet they're gonna look fabulous. Let's take a look, see what they look like. Oh yeah, perfectly done. Look at that. Let's get them off the grill, get them plated up, go to town, get some dinner. Put them on a plate with beans. Look at that, you can see that rice in there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so what I like to finish them off with, just a little slight coating of this chupacabra rub from relaxbbq.com. Oh yeah, look at that. Got some borracho beans, some verde chicken, poblanos. This is a great meal. You're gonna love it. Hope that you make it.